Schöfferhofer Hefeweizen Grapefruit beer.
And remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews, or should I rename it Mr. Magoo's fucking beer acquisitions. I was in Morrison's the other night and I noticed they were doing some of this stuff and I thought it was the Schöfferhofer original Weizen, which I've already reviewed on the channel, and Morrison's are doing some good beers now. And I thought that this was their normal Hefeweizen. In my defence, I didn't have my glasses on, and I picked a bottle of this up. And this is a moral of the story: is where if you got bad eyesight, wear glasses when you go shopping, because you could end up with all kinds of shit. And I've ended up with some of this stuff. Now I've seen this advertised, and I've seen a couple of reviewers reviewing it, and I vowed not to do it because I thought it's a half and half mixed beer. It's half grapefruit and half Hefeweizen, and to be honest, that's not really my thing. So what does Soppy Bollocks go and do? He goes out and he buys a can of this by accident, and I bought more than one can actually. I thought it was the original stuff. So if this is dog shit, I have got a lot of beer to throw down the sink. All my own fault. I'm not blaming anyone for it, but they've come up with this stuff now, and it's. Could it be classed as a Radler? Probably not, because it is a Hefeweizen and it is mixed with grapefruit, so it's half and half. I have reviewed the Schöfferhofer, I think that's how it's pronounced, Schöfferhofer or something like that. I have reviewed their Hefeweizen, and I remember when I lived in Essex a few years ago, there was a supermarket that sold this in cans around the corner from me, and I was going through my wheat beer drinking phase, and I remember once I was working on my bike, I had a garage and I was working on my bike. I was changing the petrol tank over, and after I'd finished I just popped into the offie and I saw they had cans of this stuff. I'd never tried it before, gave it a go, and it ain't a bad wheat beer, I have to say. Now this is brewed by I think they belong to the Radler group, which is like a big conglomerate. It's a bit like the setup Marston's have got at the moment. So there's quite a few beers under that umbrella, and Radler do own other breweries as well, or brands I should call them rather than breweries, and I think in turn they're owned by Dr. Oetker. But this Schöfferhofer, they do have a history. They were one of the first brewers to brew wheat beer outside of Bavaria. Now that might sound like not a big deal, but back then in Germany there were laws, and the Kingdom of Bavaria had set down the law that only they could brew wheat beer. In fact, it was the Wittelbach family who introduced that law, and you know, because of the Reinheitsgebot at the time, it was designed to stop brewers using good quality malt that could be used in bread to be used for beer. And wheat was considered it was considered an adjunct that shouldn't be added into beer. And I think one of the princes, one of the Bavarian princes, I can't remember his name. Was it Max Joseph? I can't remember. I've done this in my wheat beer history channel, but honestly I've got a memory like a sieve. It's the old Homer Simpson syndrome, where as soon as you learn something new, it pushes something you've already got in there out of your head. And that is actually, I did laugh at that, but it's actually been proven to be scientifically true. So there is something to that. When I say I learned some other stuff, it pushes the stuff I already know out of my head. But I'm not like Homer Simpson when he learned to make wine. He forgot how to drive, and then Marge reminded him that he was absolutely fucking roaring drunk at the time. Anyway, enough of that bullshit. So yeah, this is imported from Germany, and as Morrison's are doing it now, they've got quite a good beer range, and it was about time. Their beer range was looking very tired, and they've really pulled out all the stops now. They've got Vesmal Triple for £2.50, which is really good. I've got some of that in the fridge. They've got Hofbrau Original, which I cleaned out the other week, and they still haven't stocked up. Bastards. I'm going to have to go down there as soon as I get it in. I'm going to clean that out again. They also do Franciscana, which I think most breweries, most supermarkets do. They also do the Pavel Quack Amber beer, which is really nice. I should review that again, actually. I should revisit that. That's a really good one, and I think it deserves another review because it is good. And I remember Wetherspoons used to sell that as well, and I always used to enjoy it in there. But they do that. They do Triple Carmelite in the big bottles, big 750 bottles. Now, I'm not sure, some people have said that's not a great triple. I really like Triple Carmelite. I think it's good. I've always enjoyed it. I love the spiciness and the peppery type flavours and aromas that come from it. It's a little bit different to your normal triple, but it's in keeping with the style. And what other stuff do they do? They do Warsteiner as well, you know, the Kronbackers, which, as I mentioned in another video, they don't sell it anymore in Wetherspoons. Wetherspoons have really gone down in my estimation at the moment. But let's stop gassing and let's get on to this fucking abomination. Right, it is a grapefruit Hefeweizen. Fucking hell, I swore I'd never do reviews of this, but look at me now. This is probably going to be a warning. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's nice, I will tell you. If I enjoy it, I'll tell you. But I do question why they use grapefruit. But there you go. They could have used something else. But anyway, it's 2.5% ABV. Fucking hell. Grapefruit Hefeweizen. Wheat beer, half grapefruit. So there you go. That's all you need to know. There's a load of spiel on the side. What does it say? Mixed beer beverage consisting of 50% Schöfferhofer wheat beer and 50% grapefruit drink. Grapefruit drink. Yeah, what is that? Ingredients, wheat beer. Yeah, ingredients, wheat beer. Well, there is fucking wheat beer in it. Yeah, wheat, malt, barley, malt, hop extract, yeast. Grapefruit drink. Grapefruit juice from concentrate. Sugar. Lemon juice from concentrate. Orange juice from concentrate. Carbon dioxide. Lemon and orange extract. Citric acid. Ascorbic acid. Natural grapefruit flavour. Colour. Beta carotene. Carob bean gum. Natural ingredients are from sediment at the bottom of the can. So there's all kinds of fucking dog shit in this. Oh, why did I do it? I should, honestly, wear your fucking glasses. Let's get it open. Let's see what's going on. Right, I'm using this type glass. Mercifully, it's only 330ml. Look at the state of it. Look at the fucking colour. That looks like Prosecco my missus drinks. The glass is dirty. There's shit sticking to the side. Personally, I couldn't give a fuck about this because it's a fucking abomination to start off with. All them ingredients. Why would you put lemon and orange extract in a fucking grapefruit wheat beer? Why would you do that? Don't ask. Well, I am asking. Don't ask. I am asking. Oh, it smells sweet. That smells really sweet. And that's what it looks like. No head. Do you know what it's reminding me of? And this fucking trend is starting now, and it's starting to fuck me off. Budweiser. They do it in the supermarkets now. They do that fucking. They call it hard seltzer. Oh, this was what this is reminding me of. It's not a fucking beer. That is not beer. They've called it, look, it's got fucking beer on the side of it. Beer. It's not fucking beer. Not with all that shit inside it anyway. Look at it. Look at the fucking state of it. No head. It smells of sweet grapefruit. There's no... Well, you wouldn't know it's a fucking a wheat beer. Anyway, just calm the fuck down. Wish me luck. Oh, it tastes like sweet fizzy grapefruit with a biscuit malt finish. Sugar in it. It's so sweet. Grapefruit's supposed to have like a bit of a tang to it. You know, like you get on some of them American West Coast IPAs and some of them extreme American pale ales. You get big grapefruit. It's nothing like that. It's just sweet, horrible, artificial grapefruit with a weird biscuit malt type finish. I can feel my teeth rotting already. No banana, no clove. I wouldn't expect it anyway, but it's half fucking grapefruit. You ain't going to taste the wheat beer. In fact, I don't even know why they've called it a fucking wheat beer. Hefeweizen. That is not a fucking Hefeweizen. It may contain Hefeweizen, but I don't know what you've done to it there. Fucking horrible, that is. That is dog shit. I'm going to take one more mouthful just to confirm, and then that's going down the sink. That is for people who don't like the taste of beer and who've got a sweet tooth. Oh, that is disgusting. The fucking sweetness on it. I know the Germans are into all these weird Radler style drinks, and they add, was it fruit extract or something to Berliner Kindelweiss, or Berliner Weiss I should call it, but oh yeah, stick to the fucking beers, will you? Christ's sake. This would be good for your missus. It'd be good basically for people that don't like the taste of beer, because it's just like a soft drink. Say that Hefeweizen written on the side, forget it. It ain't. So what is the verdict on Schöfferhofer Hefeweizen grapefruit? I'm gonna say beer because it's written on there, but this ain't a fucking beer. On this channel I review beer. That's got beer written on it. It's nothing like a beer. It's nothing like a Hefeweizen. It's like, to me, it's like a soft drink with some weird biscuit type malt finish on it. But the sweetness on it, it's just not my thing. Now don't get me wrong, I've tried some of the sweet beers from Belgium. I mean, they throw loads of sugar in their beers. That's no secret, they do that. Some of their fruit beers can taste way too artificial. But this fucking garbage, I'm not a fan of grapefruit anyway. And the annoying thing is, to someone with no fucking eyesight, this looks like their wheat beer. I did question, because the wheat beer that I have seen it has always been in 500ml cans, and they say on their website this makes a good mixer for, say, spirits, for like vodka or something like that. So I imagine, you know, if you like your vodkas or you like your what would it be? If you like your vodkas or your Jagermeisters. In fact, I've got some Jager. Wait 1 second and I'll mix it with a Jager and I'll tell you what I think. Right, I've got a little hit of Jagermeister here. Now I normally keep Jagermeister in the freezer, and the only reason I keep it is if I have a big meal, it is a very, very good digestant. Sometimes when you eat a little bit too much, or you eat certain foods and they bloat you out, I find Jagermeister is really good for getting rid of that. Certainly like stuff like, you know, if you have a big curry, a lot of rice and stuff like that, and you feel absolutely fucking bloated, if you sip a Jagermeister, it's really good. And I've done that on numerous occasions and it's worked. I don't normally drink Jagermeister on its own. I used to, don't get me wrong, I did, but I want to see what it's like, because Jagermeister's quite sweet. Yeah, it's It's the cough mixture. As the aniseed and fuck knows what else has gone into this. 56 herbs. Fuck me. I didn't think there was 56 herbs out there. There it is. So I'm going to pour some of this in here. I mean, it looks like fucking diarrhea, doesn't it? Right. Yeah, so that's about right what you'd get in a pub. Now, that's cold. The Jaeger's cold. It's come out of the freezer. So this is quite cold. So normally, well, I wouldn't say normally, but I don't think anyone's ever done this. But it's just intriguing. It smells weird. It smells like a cross between Jagermeister and grapefruit. Funny that, eh? Anyway, let's try it. Oh, no. No. Fuck off. Oh, that's weird. Still getting that biscuit malt finish on it. That's not nice. That's too sweet and too weird for my tastes. I'm going to put this one to fucking bed because it's making me do things that I'd never do. Like mixing fucking Jagermeister with grapefruit. Oh, Christ. Yeah. This is fucking disgusting stuff. I don't know why they've done it. Well, I do know why they've done it. It's for people that don't like the taste of beer. It ain't great. I don't like it. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 10. I shouldn't even be calling it a beer because it ain't a beer. That's 1 out of 10 and it is not recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.